Hi, I'm Jing, a Chinese teacher. Subscribe now and learn the most common 100 Chinese characters, 250 words, and 50 sentences within 7 weeks.
大家好, welcome to my Chinese class. So today we're going to learn some expressions about self-introduction, specifically to introduce which country or city you are from. Because if you come to China, that might be the first question people ask you after you introduce your name. Also, if you don't have a Chinese name yet, you can watch this video and leave a comment so I can help you create one. So let's get started with today's class. First, let's start with today's vocabulary. You can read after me now. 我你他是来自人中国外国哪里英国美国Well, the meaning of the words are quite simple, but there are a few words I'd like you to pay attention. The first ones are pronouns. So there's one thing you need to know about pronouns is that in Chinese, there are no different forms of pronouns. No object pronouns, subject pronouns, whether it's I or me, it's all 我 in Chinese. Whether it's he or him, it's 他. Whether it's she or her, it's 他. So I guess in this situation, you can see Chinese is actually easier than some Western language. Because I remember when we were in middle school, we had a lot of trouble remembering like when to use I, when to use me. So I hope by knowing this can give you a little more confidence in learning Chinese. Another word you need to know is that is 是. The meaning of the word, you can consider it as like be verb in English, but the difference is that just like pronouns, Chinese verbs don't have different forms between tenses and people. So for example, in English, it's I am, you are, he is, she is, but in Chinese, it's all 是, 我是, 你是, 他是, 他是. So I guess in this situation, you can also say Chinese is easier than some Western language because especially like I myself study Spanish and all those verbs, I'm not gonna lie, it's really difficult. So now that we have learned that both pronouns and verbs don't have different forms between tenses and people, here's a trick to remember these pronouns and this be verb. So for example, in English, it's I am, you are, he is, she is. Like for example, I am handsome, she is beautiful, he is what. So in English, it's there are different forms of be verb after different pronouns. But in Chinese, it's all 是, 我是, 你是, 他是, 他是. And if we change the order of these two words in this phrase, in English, it's me, it's you, it's him, it's her. And in Chinese, it's 是我,是你,是他,是他. So just a little trick to remember the combination of the pronouns and this be verb so that you can strengthen your memory of these words. And well, now you may be wondering, like, if you don't have different forms of verbs, then how do you express different tenses? Well, we're gonna learn that in future lessons, but here's I can give you a little preview. To express different tenses, we add different adverbs before or after verbs. So for example, say I love you, present tense I love you. In Chinese, it's 我爱你. And past tense, I loved you. Chinese, 我爱过你. And present continuous tense, I am loving you. And in Chinese, it's 我正在爱你. So we add adverb 过 to express past tense and adverb 正在 to express present continuous tense. And these adverbs can be applied to other verbs. So for example, like I eat dinner, like I eat dinner as a habit, and I ate dinner yesterday, or I just ate dinner, and I am eating dinner. And in Chinese, they are 我吃晚饭，我吃过晚饭了，我正在吃晚饭。And that's how we express different tenses to add different adverbs, but there are no changes of verbs. And the last word I'd like you to know is a foreign country, 外国. Here are two things you need to know about this word. First, the word is made of two characters, 外 and 国. And 国 usually has only one meaning, country, and you can also say the meaning of this character from other words, like 中国, China the country, 英国, UK the country, 美国, USA the country. So 国 usually has only one meaning, country, and so whenever you see this character, whether it's in other words or other sentences, you can understand that it means 国, it means country. And why in this word means foreign, and it's a relative concept. So for example, like if we are in China, if we're both in China and I am Chinese, then to me you are a foreigner, and you are foreigner. Foreigner is 外国人, or to me you come from a foreign country, then foreign country is 外国. But it's a relative concept. Like if I go to America and let's say we're both American now, and you're American and I'm Chinese, then to you I come from 外国. I am a 外国人. So that's the first thing about these words you need to know. And the second is, except for the meaning foreign, 外 has another meaning, out. So usually, for example, in the word 外面, it means outside, and 外 in word 外面 means out. So the next time you see the word containing this character, you can guess like the meaning of this character. It's either foreign or out. And that's all you need to know about these words. And let's see now how these words are exactly used in sentence. Now you can read after me. 我是中国人，我是中国人。他是美国人，他是美国人。他是英国人，他是英国人。他是外国人，他是外国人。So the structure of this sentence is 某人 somebody, 是 be be verb, 某个地方 some place, 人 person. Well, English, if you want to say like I am from some place, the structure is somebody be from some place, right? But the structure of this sentence in Chinese and directly translated in English, and as in the order of the words, would be somebody be someplace person. So, for example, let's say if David is a New Yorker, and in Chinese it's 大卫是纽约人. And for example, if let's say if David is from Washington, then the sentence is 大卫是华盛顿人. And for example, David is from London, London, 伦敦. 大卫是伦敦人. And that's the structure of this sentence, and we can read it again. 我是中国人，他是美国人，他是英国人，他是外国人。Well, this sentence is one of the sentences you can use to introduce which country you are from. And as for the question, you can read after me now. 你是哪里人？我是中国人。 你是哪里人？我是中国人。他是哪里人？他是美国人。他是哪里人？他是美国人。他是哪里人？他是英国人。他是哪里人？他是英国人。So the structure of the question sentence is 某人 somebody 是 be verb 哪里 where 人 person. Well, English, if you want to raise a question, you move the question word in front of the sentence, right? But in Chinese, the orders of the words, whether in declarative sentence or question, are the same. You just use the question word to replace the specific word you have question with. So, for example, in this sentence, like you have question about which country this person is from, like where he is from, right? So you use where to replace specifically some place, and that becomes the these pairs of sentences. 你是哪里人? Will directly translate it into English as the orders of the words. 你是哪里人? You be where person. And the answer is 我是中国人. I be China person. I know it sounds weird, but the orders of these words are like this. So 你是哪里人? You be where person. Where are you from? 我是中国人. I be China person. I'm Chinese. And so, for example, if we want to know where David is from, and then the question is 大卫是哪里人? And the answer is, we just learned, for example, New York. 大卫是纽约人。大卫是哪里人？大卫是 let's say London. 大卫是伦敦人。And that's the question to this sentence. And we can read these sentences again. 你是哪里人？我是中国人。他是哪里人？他是美国人。他是哪里人？他是英国人。Well, the next sentence is also to introduce where we are from, but the structure is the same in English, so it's relatively simple, and you can read after me now. 我来自中国。我来自中国。他来自美国。他来自美国。他来自英国。他来自英国。So the structure of this sentence is very simple. 某人 somebody 来自 come from 某个地方 someplace. So it's really the same as in English. So let's say, for example, David comes from New York. Then that would be 大卫来自纽约。And let's say Mary comes from London. 玛丽来自伦敦。Joey comes from Queens. 乔伊来自皇后区。As for the question to this sentence, we'll just like we introduced that the orders of the words are the same in declarative sentence and question in Chinese. So here to ask questions about this sentence, we use where 哪里 to replace the specific country, the specific place you have question with. So you can read after me about these example sentences. 你来自哪里？你来自哪里？我来自中国。我来自中国。他来自哪里？他来自哪里？他来自美国。他来自美国。他来自哪里？他来自哪里？他来自英国。他来自英国。And the structure of this question sentence is 某人 somebody 来自 come from 哪里 where. So together it's somebody come from where. Well, different in English. So for example, let's say we want to know where does David come from, and then the sentence would be 大卫来自哪里? And that's all the contents for today. So now let's take a look back and have a little summary. So today we have learned 2 pairs of sentences to ask people where they're from. The first ones are a little bit different in English. The structure is 某人 somebody 是 be verb 哪里 where 人 person. So together is 某人是哪里人某人是哪里人 And the answer is 某人 somebody 是 be verb 某个地方 specific place 人 person. And so together it's 某人是某个地方人 So for example, where do you come from? I come from Finland. And that's 你是哪里人我是芬兰人 And the structure of the second pair of sentences are the same as in English. 某人来自哪里 Somebody come from where? And 某人来自某个地方 Somebody come from some place. So for example, where does James come from? And James come from Mississippi. 詹姆斯来自哪里詹姆斯来自密西西比州 And that's all for today. So after today's class, we have learned 9 of 100 most common Chinese characters. Besides, we have also learned some other very common words and expressions. So that's pretty good. And last but not least, I have homework for you who have watched video till now. So I'd like you to make sentences by yourself using the structure of the sentence we learned today. 某人是哪里人某人是某个地方人某人来自哪里某人来自某个地方 So you can use these 2 pairs of sentences to make conversations or just use the declarative sentence to introduce yourself or your friends or your family or make up a person, whatever, just to practice more on these sentences. So I look forward to seeing your homework in the comment section. Okay, so that's all. See you next time. Bye-bye.